Today, I get the honor and privilege of introducing to you the owner, publisher, and producer of Affiliate Blogger Pro. Join me in this IamReportCard.com interview with Rosalind Gardner. Hey guys, this is Todd with IamReportCard.com. Here joining me in our interview series with the people that make the best internet marketing products is Rosalind Gardner. Hey Rosalind, how are you?
I'm good, Todd. How are you?
I'm so glad. I'm great and so glad you could join us here. There's a lot of interest in your Affiliate Blogger Pro product or membership site. Everything about it is awesome. I can't highly recommend it enough, and I'm so glad that you came on with me here today so we can talk about your background and what people get when they join Affiliate Blogger Pro. So thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
So first of all, you've been doing this for a long time, since 1998, right?
Yep.
I started in 96. It feels like lifetimes ago, but that was just with some email platform, and then affiliate marketing I didn't start till 98, 99. And you've been doing this as an affiliate ever since then. So probably one of the very first super affiliates.
Well, so they tell me.
Yeah.
So some of the merchants told me they kind of liked what I did. Yeah, and that was in the dating field.
Yeah. Is that where you got started?
Yeah, I saw a banner ad for the one and only dating network, and I had a 3-page website out there, so I figured I was a webmaster, right? The banner said webmasters make money, and I thought that might be a good idea, right? Or fun to do anyway. And so I joined their affiliate program, and that was back in the good old days when you made 50% recurring on a dating thing. And so when I collected a few more after that, Match.com and Friend Finder, and added those to my review site, and got $10.99 the first month.
Really?
$10.99.
I thought you already made that first $600 threshold.
Oh no, no.
But actually, that kind of is a perfect segue, because you teach people what you know, what you've experienced, and these are like timeless, genuine best practice lessons, right? And the fact that it takes more than just a month, it's critical for people to really kind of understand that it takes a little bit of time, lots of effort and energy, dedication, and the knowledge.
Totally. You can't. I always tell people that you can't really go into it for the money. You have to start with something that you really are interested in and enjoy pursuing. And I work with blog platforms, so it's it's good if you. Google loves new content on a regular basis, right? So yes, you do have to put in continuous effort, basically, for a while. I mean, I can walk away from my stuff now for weeks on end, and I've got stuff set up in the queue, so it gets delivered anyway. But after you've put in that bulk of work to start with, it starts taking care of itself after a while, right? So it's really the initial effort.
Yeah, and do you find a lot of your members have to get over that hurdle? Like when people join Affiliate Blogger Pro, what are some of their biggest challenges when they first start that you help them overcome? Because I know that you bring in a lot of newbies, a lot of people who have struggled with affiliate marketing in the past and are now finding success with it because of what you teach them. But there's got to be that, when somebody first starts out, they just what am I going to do? How do you help those people overcome the time that it takes and the things that they need to learn and overcoming all those challenges?
I don't think it's everything about my program is step by step, right? So I even give them information on how to use keyboard shortcuts and stuff, just making things easy. And it really is a process. I think the biggest obstacle, as you kind of suggested there, is staying motivated. But there's so many. I mean, we have a forum, right? And you can get in there, and if somebody's feeling down about not having made thousands of dollars, they read too many ads, right?
Right.
Too much bogus stuff, so their expectations are too high. And I think that when you instead of having expectations of monetary return, are doing it for the love of it, the money will follow. It just, it's a really old saying, and it sounds really trite and corny, but it's so true. right? You gotta be having fun with it.
I've seen that on your banner ads as well. Follow your passion, or is it find your passion? Like,
Follow
both.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
That way.
and yeah, but
Or
the thing is,
a lot of cases people really don't know, and that's a neat process in itself, to help people to really take a good look at what they're doing with their lives and what they're interested in. There's benefits outside of just collecting that paycheck,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you actually have a whole section about finding and selecting your niche.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, is that one of the first hurdles that people you find you have to overcome?
I think that's a tough one, because of course it's not just about finding a niche that you're passionate about. You have to go beyond and recognize that you've got to have, other people who are passionate about it. I mean, playing baseball in upper, rubber boot, Michigan, is probably not the thing to be writing about, right? Because there's not going to be a whole lot of people interested. Not only that, but there's not going to be a whole lot you can sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to make sure that your market has cash to spend, right? So.
Right. That's the other thing I love about your program is that you teaching people about how to make money, but also setting expectations. Because a lot of people, with a lot of IM products, it's all this get rich quick stuff, and they have these expectations of like thousands and thousands of dollars right up front, and all they got to do is just follow this stupid little blueprint that happened that this guy just like they cracked the code yesterday or whatever. You really kind of set expectations and help people build a long-term sustainable business.
And that's really what it's all about, is recognizing that you're building a business. It's not just a matter of slapping up like you said, a page or whatever, or those pre-done templates where you're going to sell contact lenses and I don't know what all the other, diet pills or something like that. You can throw those all out there and 1,000 people have the same thing. No, you know what? Google's probably going to go, nah, I don't think so.
Right. And you do a lot of work with content. You're always delivering fresh, new, unique, valuable content. So how do you?
Valid.
Well, somewhat valid. Yeah, no, but seriously, the like part of your program, you teach people about how to deliver the content and what is content and what to do, right?
And how to create it, and how to create it even if you're not a writer. But I do encourage people to put their own stuff together. And I mean, writing is not that, or blogging is not that scary once you. I basically write like I speak. And I recommend to people who are unfamiliar with, or not, haven't done a lot of writing, to just do that. Actually, dragon speaking is a great way of putting content on the web, just by speaking, right? So and then you can go through it and take out all the ums. Yeah, it's. You don't need to be a writer. It's helpful if you are, but you don't need to be a writer. There's so many different ways. You can even buy content and then revise it somewhat to make it your own. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That's a really good tip, using Dragon Speak. Is that what it's called, right?
Yeah, and Dragon, there's a naturally in there too. Dragon speaking naturally, dragons. Yeah, okay.
I'll fall back to it. Yeah. But it's a really good idea, because I've seen some like those dictation services, but I have heard people have used that exact same suggestion. Just record yourself speaking and dictate it, or whatever, convert it to text.
Yeah, it works really well. They came out with that. Oh boy, it's got to be more than 10, 12, 13 years old or something like that. And I think I've had almost every iteration of that software. It's become really, really good.
Really?
Yeah.
That's excellent. Now, that kind of, I know we're running low on time here, but like you have in your Affiliate Blogger Pro course, you have like 10 steps that you take people through, all the way from the most beginning stuff all the way down to the most advanced stuff. Is there any one of those sections that you'd like to highlight at all, or just discuss at any length, anything that you find either most valuable to people, or just little nuggets? I want people to still buy it.
Oh,
But
oh, you don't want me to tell you all about how many pages are there? Like 500 or something like that?
yeah,
No,
could you just read them all real quick in this review, in this interview, and then
um, I would say the first section is probably the most important section because, if you don't, which is affiliate blogging basics, right? So if you don't get the basics, it's hard to go on. So, but every section is valuable because even in the, there's, like you mentioned, content creation, there's building your blog and then making it look pretty. Those are two different sections because there's a lot there. You can put up a blog in a minute, right? But making it look professional is, I think, really important. Your site, actually, your review site there is beautiful, right? So, thinking about making something look really enticing, right? What else? It's and then managing your business, growing your business, learning how to deal with merchants in terms of getting increased commissions, because they certainly do offer that to affiliates who prove themselves, who do well, right? Yeah, learning how to ask for that.
yeah.
It's all important. Every bit of it is important.
How long do you think it would take someone to gonna go through your course, and at least just the beginning stuff? Because actually I do want to kind of at least recognize that there's value to staying on, obviously, beyond however long it takes just to kind of get to the meat of it, the first stuff, the first steps. That stuff's very important. But then beyond that, there's an ongoing building your business and growing your business and the forums and all that kind of stuff. How long would you say that someone could really get in there and get a lot of the core stuff done if they work really hard?
Yeah. It depends on what their time commitment or it can be, right? Because if you've got 6 kids running around and no babysitter or something, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult. But I would say anybody who can devote weekends, would be able to get at least their site online. Go through the process of finding a niche and getting their site online probably within the first month. I mean, you could do it within the first weekend, right? If you had already been thinking about, the niche that you were interested in. And a lot of people come to the course with that already in mind, and they just want to learn how to build out their business. So it's, and I think a reasonable expectation of generating nice, good funds that you can build from is anywhere between 3 to 6 months, and for building a business, that's not bad, right? It takes about 3 years for somebody to build a brick and mortar business, right?
And all the costs up front, and the inventory and the personnel and the codes, and yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
But you
have to be, I think, your expectations have to be reasonable in terms of recognizing that it's not an overnight thing, and that there is a fair bit to learn. It's kind of like a college course, and actually it really is like a college course.
Mm-hmm. So. I find it really difficult. I think I mentioned this in my, because I did a walkthrough video where I kind of showed people the back end of Affiliate Blogger Pro and walk through it. And I try to teach affiliate marketing as well. And I find it so overwhelming for me to teach it because there's so many moving parts, so much stuff in here and so much experience that I just want to do it all. But I love what you've done with it. You make it so it's so bite-sized chunks, where people can really just, I want to do section 1 today, and just sit and focus, learn it. They understand everything they need to learn, and then they can take action right away. I just wanted to applaud you and commend you for that. That's really difficult for people to do.
And thank you for that. And actually, you remind me that one of the things that I kept in mind when I was building this course was that to be able to get to the information really quickly. So we tried to keep all of the videos to under 5 minutes, and actually in most cases they're like 2.5 minutes long, right? So there's a lot of videos, but you can go through the list and go, okay, I want to learn how to install Akismet, which is the spam filter, right, for a blog. And yeah, so there it is. Okay, that's what you do, right? Real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really smart. I love everything about it. It's really good for people who are just starting out, people who have experienced some affiliate marketing and found some frustrations with it. But I again cannot highly recommend your product enough. Thanks so much for making it, and thanks a lot for helping everybody who uses it, and everyone gets to join your private forum as well. So,
Thank you so much, Todd.
all
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
Well, thanks again, Roz, for joining us here. This is Todd Farmer with Rosalind Gardner, owner and founder of Affiliate Blogger Pro, and I'm with IronReportCard.com, signing off and highly recommending Affiliate Blogger Pro. Okay, that's it. We're done.
Yay.
Oh, wait, I never hit record. That is so going on blooper reel.
Are you not recording? Are you ready?
Oh, yes. All right, here we go.
You started.
That's so funny.